www.thecreativeminimalist.com. I was heavy. I'm heavy. I'm overweight. Yes, I was way overweight actually. I was another 5 pounds heavier than this. This was a tag that was attached to my suitcase on the way home from Portland. Why was I heavy, I hear you ask? No, I don't have hundreds and thousands of clothes. I had a little keyboard in my case, which was quite heavy, I'll admit, but the main reason I was overweight was because I was carrying all my journals. Yes, my journal addiction caught up to me in the airport. So I was heavy. I had to reduce my weight and I had to shift a few things. But what journals am I using, I hear you ask? Yes, it's time for another update in Darren's amazing journal collection. I say amazing journal collection. What I really mean is journal addiction. I've just got far too many, and as you'll see, I am doubling up. I'm still trying to minimalize these journals. One day, I hope. I dream of the nirvana of having one journal to rule them all. It's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen, Darren. Stop kidding yourself. Anyway, so I was heavy. Why was I heavy? Well, my day begins with my morning pages. I'm currently doing those morning pages in a cheap composition notebook that I picked up, but I have also used ordinary A4 pages, whatever is available, whatever is cheap and easy to use, and I generally just bung a couple of pages down. There's that, but then I have ideas which come through, so this generally sort of sits around pretty close to me. Ideas and things, layouts, various things, any sort of notes end up going in here, but primarily this is the first thing I reach for. This is my morning pages. I do this before I do anything else. Honest, anything else. In fact, today I was so good I didn't even look at the phone before I did my morning pages. So that's book one. That's the first thing I turn to, my morning pages. I've then, as I mentioned before, got my bullet journal that I'm working on, or my stopgap bullet journal, while my other one makes its way home. Lots of ideas and things. I've got projects growing in here as well, but it's generally bullet journal. This is my layout this October. This is what I've got to do. Everything, future log, projects and ideas that I've put down. So that's my bullet journal, and that really is my main focus for each day. These are the things that I have to get done. Still working at filling them out. I'm working on them. I spent a day, well, an afternoon yesterday after I got my commission sorted and finished, planning and seeing where I was with everything. So that's all coming along quite nicely. But that's my current bullet journal. Then what am I using regularly? Oh, what I'm using regularly each night, I'm going back to I've got a Moleskine diary, and basically this sort of varies between sort of being a diary but also being a evening reflection. So sort of I write what's happened during the day. It tends to be more of a reflective time, so anything that I've been doing goes in here. As you can see, I've either, when I'm ill, not feeling great, there are big empty pages, but most of the time there's stuff that goes in there. There are also big swathes of empty pages in there, but that's what I do at the end of the day. Turn to this before I go to bed and just write down where I am. That's my diary. What else do I have? What I've been using, what I'm using all the time. This is this minstrel's journal. This is my songwriting book, or the current songwriting book that I've got. So all the songs, titles go in there. One thing that I've picked up from bullet journaling is the need for an index, and I've started to put indexes in all the books that I'm using, so I can easily find stuff. So this is where the songs go. It depends. That something may happen with them, something may not. Whether I decide to finish them or not just depends on how the muse goes and the songwriting goes. But that's my songwriting journal, and that's always with me, or always close at hand. That's that one. I've also got what I've started working on is, again, like my diary reflection thing, but more of a deeper journal where I can think things through. Not limited. The big problem with the diary journal is that obviously there's just one page per day on there. Now I can stick in additional pages, but I wanted more of a free form journal, so that's what this is turning into and going to become. I've got plenty of bits to stick in and add and write about in there, so that sort of takes up some other time, or whenever I manage to find a few moments. But that's something that I really want to work on. Next year, I'm probably not going to go with the journal diary, and will just use a one-off journal. So at least that's one to get rid of next year. Then I have probably my two favourite, but also a couple that I'm not, or that I'm working out how to use. I've got my planner. I picked this up from Michael's. I love these. I love these little charms that I managed to get as well. But this is my basically a real diary to use. So this is my month at a glance, if I can find it. Yes, my month at a glance. What I'm doing today. The to-dos generally at the moment are going in my bullet journal, but that's more to do with the fact that I was just setting that up. So hopefully there will be a lot more there. Dreams, ideas, goals and things, projects are going in here. I've started to fill that in, and also the blog ideas will go in there. So it's capturing notes, but the thing is, this goes out with me. This goes with me all the time. So it's always by my side, always with me. It's always there to capture anything. Likewise, always going with me is my faithful Midori. I absolutely love this. It's really starting to leather in well. A couple of maps from the summer still that needs sorting out. This is really for capturing stuff. There's not much in here at the moment. Little stories and things when I'm out, which I'll just capture and write. I was using it as a bullet journal for a while, but didn't really get going with it. And obviously, sort of, we've got blank pages for coming up with ideas and stuff in there. But again, that comes out with me all the time, so that's always with me. My Midori, and that is really what I am using at the moment. I've got a couple of iconic journals. One is primarily for blog ideas, and the other one is really a commonplace book where I'm just sort of jotting down information and things that I want to know. But that is my current setup. It's far too heavy, and I've got far too many empty journals as well that I just want to use and find ways of using them. But I'll get back to that. Anyway, I need to minimise a few more. Thank you for watching. And this is me, Darren, the creative minimalist.com, signing off. I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.